I am Marcus James Dixon, senior editor at Gold Derby, here with Craig Plestis, producer of The Masked Singer on Fox. The theme of season 5, and first of all, I can't believe we're at season 5 already.
I know, crazy.
It's crazy, and the big theme is game changer. And there's lots of twists, lots of turns this season. I think one of the bigger twists that we should talk about first is the wild cards. This is where some contestants joined a little bit later. And what was the concept behind this twist? Where did this idea come from?
We had the idea since season 3 about doing wild cards, bringing people into the game. And from a lot of the fans, every time our show airs, I watch the feeds at night and see what they talk about. And a lot of fans say, what if we had a new celebrity that entered the game at the last minute? And, and we kept thinking about it, pondering about it. And this was a season to do it. And we had a lot of people, because of the pandemic, who wanted to be part of the show. And it was a perfect opportunity to get them involved in the show. So, and the fans love it. It's just another way to get something fresh in these episodes as the competition goes along.
And we have to talk about Nick Cannon for a moment, one of the greatest hosts on television, I think. From the moment it was announced that he would not be in the first several episodes because of COVID, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, is he going to prank us? Because he did something similar on America's Got Talent. He pranked the judges. He was dressed up like a clown. And then I think it was episode 5 where the Bulldog came out as a wild card. And then Niecy Nash, the guest host, kind of stepped in and said, I'm unmasking this person, and it's Nick Cannon. Tell us about how that came about.
That came about, it didn't come about that quickly, to be honest, because we didn't know when Nick was going to come back to the show. Mm-hmm. There was no way to predict that. Episode 5, episode 6, we know he would be back at some point. And so we kept thinking as we're going in production, like we wanted Nick to come back with a bang and do something. And actually, it's very funny that you brought up the America's Got Talent, because that's something that Nick did bring up, saying he had such a joy doing that on America's Got Talent. He wanted to try something else. So we suggested, come in as a contestant. We'll build a costume. You'll have to sing a song. You'll have to play it for real, and do all the hard work that all the contestants do. And he was up for it. And so once we got the okay that he could be in an episode, it happened literally in a week. He came in, we got the music together, he went to the rehearsals, and what you see is what happened. Listen, to have a host that's willing to do that in a TV show, that's incredible. And also, he could pull it off. He's a great singer, and dancer, and everything.
Yeah, everything. I thought Niecy Nash did a fantastic job as a guest host, a replacement for 5 episodes. Was she your first choice? And how did, I know she was a guest judge the previous year, but how did you ask her to do this? And was she on board?
Yeah, you know what? That was a peculiar time for Masked Singer, because when we found out that Nick couldn't do the show, we kept thinking, oh my gosh, who can replace him? Because he is just one of the best hosts on television. And Niecy was one of the first names that was brought up internally, as well as with Fox. And since she knew the brand already, she was on the TV show, she knew what it was. We asked her, and she kindly said yes. And then we figured, because we kept debating, should we have a revolving host each week? Should we have one person? And we really wanted to keep the continuity of having one person in until Nick was ready to come back. And she was up for it, and she was phenomenal. She literally, with no time, like a couple days, and she got on a plane, came to the set, was a total professional. Everyone loved her. She was a joy to work with, and it was sad to see her go, but I was happy to see Nick come back as well. But we were very lucky all the way around how the cards laid out.
And last year, The Masked Singer became an Emmy winner. It won Best Costumes, very well deservedly. Yeah. And Marina Toibina, I think is her name.
That is correct.
And you guys were nominated for Best Competition Program as well. What do all these awards mean for you? Because I think a lot of people look at this and say, oh, it's just a silly show where celebrities dress up. But now you're getting awards. So now people are taking it more seriously.
Yeah. Listen, it's nice to be recognized with so many other great shows on TV. So we're really lucky and blessed that we're just part of, this list, this growing list of great reality shows. And listen, it's hard. It's hard to win, to be honest, for something like The Masked Singer. It's just so weird and different, and that's why we love it to death. But it's nice and it's great to be honored with these nominations. And if we win, fantastic. And if we don't, we know that we've done an incredible job as filmmakers. I'd love for the crew to be honored. But it's also nice to get the honor of being America's #1 show. So we'll take that as well. So, if we don't win the award, we got that other award.
And you have a spin-off, The Masked Dancer.
Yes.
And, has it gotten harder or easier over the years? I think you already kind of addressed this, but to approach celebrities and say, hey, do you want to be on the show? Or is it now where they're coming to you and saying, I want to be on the show?
Initially when I did season 1, and I literally was knocking on celebrities' doors saying, trust me, this is going to be a big hit. And even though I didn't know 100% it was going to be a big hit, I knew it was going to work because it worked in every country it stepped foot in Asia. And I knocked on doors and I begged people to do it. I said, trust me, just you're going to have so much fun. And a lot of celebrities honestly said, you know what? Call us when season 2 or season 3 happens. We'll be more than happy to do it. We just don't want to do season 1. But the people that did sign up for season 1 absolutely got it. They embraced it. They loved it. And obviously we know from that point it was a hit. And then, it did become a lot easier, to cast it as the seasons go on. And part of the charm for our show is a lot of the celebrities, their kids watch the show or they watch it together. So they come on because their kids say, oh, Mom, Dad, you should do the show. Or they want to surprise their kids, as some of the contestants do, and will be doing in this season. So we're lucky, in that sense that we have a lot of celebrities knocking on our door.
Every season, the panelists guessed that Jamie Foxx is somebody on the show, and now there's a swear jar that they have to put money in. Can you confirm on camera, has he ever been approached? And if so, what was his reaction?
Well, he has been on our show. He was on as a guest star for our in a past season, and he was phenomenal. He has been phenomenal. Has he been approached? I can't say, because you never know if Jamie Foxx will ever be underneath a mask in the future. So I have to keep that one mum and silent. But thank God for that swear jar, because there was so much money in it by the end of the show. It helped deficit finance our series a little bit, thanks to our celebrities.
That's funny. One big celebrity you had this season was voted out early. I don't even know if people remember. Caitlyn Jenner, California governor, aspiring candidate, was on your show as the Phoenix. Yes. And you've also had Sarah Palin, an ex-governor. I love the political figures. I want you to have more of these political figures on the show, because it's just such a weird thing for them to do. It makes it all the more special.
Yeah. Listen, what we look at our stage as even though there's political people, there's actors, actresses, everyone. It's a stage where where people come together and we forget a little bit about their backgrounds and who they are, and they can shine for a moment and just have fun. Even when Sarah Palin came on, it was really interesting. She wrote a letter afterwards saying she was really scared about coming to our set and what people would think about her. And she said, I was really astonished. Everyone came to me with open arms and made me feel inclusive. And it really opened up her eyes as to what experiences she could have in life, especially in Hollywood. And that's something I like about our stage. Anybody can come there and be treated equally and with respect. And we're lucky in that sense. It's an hour for America to come together to guess who's behind the mask and have fun. And it really is one of the last family-friendly shows that is on TV, that literally, instead of people watching in different rooms all over the place in their house, they're coming together with one TV and one couch and arguing who's underneath the mask.
Another twist this season is Cluedel-Doo, the Renaissance rooster. He gives clues to the audience, and the judges didn't really know he even existed for a while. Is this a concept we might see pop up again, where a masked clue giver treats the audience with surprises?
It's turned into a surprising success. There's a number of people online are trying to guess who Cluedel-Doo is, and I love that. And all will be revealed soon as to who that person is. But there's also a lot of people who are just angry about him because he's interrupting the game, and that's great. As long as people are talking about it, I'm fine. You can love or hate who Cluedel-Doo is, but just talk about it. And so I consider that a success. It's another way to get clues out in the game outside of just the packages that we normally do. And it's another way just to do a little more Easter eggs within our show as well. So I think it was a fairly good success in format beat within our show, and I'd love to see it come back again with a different character and a different celebrity underneath it.
Yeah, I think I would love it too. And it's also a way to get somebody that maybe is worried they don't have a good singing voice, to get them on the stage, kind of like how the Masked Dancer does that as well.
Yes.
What can you tell us about the future of the show? Are you going to keep doing 2 seasons per calendar year like you guys have been doing?
Well, we don't know yet what we're doing. We're prepping right now for the fall season, and getting ready to we're casting it and doing some new twists and turns, which I can't reveal yet.
Please do.
I wish I could. There's something really big and exciting that we're doing within the format of the show that I think is going to be incredible. But we're still working out the details right now on that. As long as there's celebrities willing to go underneath the mask and letting America guess who they are, I'm hoping that we'll be around for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the biggest shows out there, especially on social media, and congrats to all the success, and I can't wait to see who wins season 5.